my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking fight me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna take, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate, bitch, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's see, who was first in here? Was it Dree?
Was Tinky Winky Dree.
Tinky Winky Dree was first, and Mocha was second, was followed by Chat Jack sliding into third. And then Amanda, Georgette. How's everybody doing? Joyce. Hello, hello. Oh, there's LTT. Down with the LTT. Oh, look, there's Charlie Girl down there.
It is.
Trader. Oh, yeah, trader. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll leave it laying in bed. Good. Drew, you didn't go to the doctor, did you? You probably got a broken bone in your buttocks. The coccygeal.
Mm-hmm. You better get your butt to the doctor, woman.
Yeah, seems I need to get checked out, you know.
I will say that I could return the favor and make a road trip.
Uh-huh.
How about that?
Yeah, apparently, yeah, you might have to. Road trip, get it to the doctor. Oh.
Well, come on, LTT.
She told her mama she wanted to go, and her mama yelled at her. Yeah, it's because she had the hangover. She probably had a headache and was hurting herself. Dad Jack, she fell in the shower yesterday.
And heard a crunch.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, so she done hurt herself in the shower. Poor thing. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
She had just gone up there.
Yep.
I sound like I have a cold. It's probably because I'm not on my earbuds. Do I sound like I have a cold, Charlie girl?
It's projecting very loud.
Do I need to turn the volume down?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold. Oh, I need to go to settings. Hold on. Audio. Well, it's on automatic. Is that better?
Say something else.
Something else.
A little bit more.
You trying to
Well, I
silence
mean,
me?
okay, that's good. That's good. It's going to be different for me, isn't it?
I don't know. Hey,
Does,
Earth.
does that
This.
sound better? Hey, Earth.
Yeah, you better say hi to Earth because she gonna get you.
Uh-huh.
Gonna get you one way or the
Oh,
other.
another. I'm going to find you. I love that
Mm-hmm.
song.
Oh, they said it's better. Good, good, good. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough for critiquing the way I sound, guys. I can't take anymore. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
He's just joshing.
Just joshing you. Just joshing you. Can't help it. It was just joshing you because of the bursitis. Oh, I sound low and Charlie Girl is loud. It's because she just had me turn my volume down to like 0. Everybody else said, well, I don't know. That's what I can't. You know, it's annoying because on StreamYard it's hard to tell, you know? Hey, Echo! I'm so glad you're home. So glad you're finally back home.
Okay, so I went and listened, and yes, you are very low. So turn it back up.
Okay, is that good?
Oh, no, I asked them.
Okay, it's gonna have.
That's good.
That'll do it.
That sounds
Okay,
like it was where it was before.
okay. Hey, Primary Mom. Hey, there's a Rhonda. How's it? Hey, I'm doing good on this Sunday. I'm tired and sore. I think I must be feeling pain that Dree's going through or something. Are your legs hurting, Dree? Maybe that's what it is. Sympathy shower fall pains. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. Mm-mm-mm. Well, guys. How many of y'all were watching? Any of y'all see Susan's live today? Charlie Girl's on mute. She could answer it,
I
but you know.
went back to listen to make sure that it sounded good, and it does. What was the question?
Okay. Georgette saw it. Watched Susan's today.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mocha
Mhm.
watched it too. Well, isn't that funny that for somebody who never goes into other people's chats, they're in there all the time? Hey, Chaos
Yep.
Queen. LTT said a little, but not pay attention. Mm-mm-mm. Well, apparently Perp over there decided to go into her chat. Mm.
I think she might have been first in there.
She was what in there? I'm sorry.
She might have been first.
Oh, Perp did he was first in there?
I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't. Look, I just don't know why she go over there and visit as much as she can't stand Susan. She's kind of lurking around everywhere, isn't she?
Searching for content.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's going in there attacking Susan over Colleen and stuff. Like, really? Like, okay. Got nothing better to do?
Let's not.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, she did have something else that she did. If it was her, I kind of doubt it because, when you know, you know. But
Mm.
y'all, did y'all know that I farted on a live?
Well, I think that's what they were implying, but I don't know.
Y'all go listen to it. Tell me if that sounds like a fart. She don't know me very well
I don't know.
because if it was, I'd claim it. Believe that.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Yeah,
shame in my game.
I know. I know. Well, it was funny, though. Look, Ida slapped her, said a pathetic pigeon paying for content. She needs to upset people to feel alive. The don't lie, Charlie girl. You know what it was.
Now, if y'all really think that that sounded like a fart, y'all need to have your ears checked because it did not.
Mhm. I don't know. I mean, not one of yours, anyways. But I mean, hey, it
Tell
is
you
what
what,
it is.
next time I need to do it, I'll record it for y'all.
Oh gosh, please don't do that.
And you can compare.
I can barely hear you, Charlie girl. Can y'all hear her?
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. My phone got hot, so I'm trying to cool it off.
Oh, okay. Heat it up, honey. Heat it up.
It must have to fart.
It might have to. I don't know.
Chad Jack said, I heard you almost had liftoff. Y'all, that was pathetic. If y'all think that was a fart, that was pathetic.
Well, it was funny because,
I may or may not have won contest. We'll just say that. Okay?
well, how long ago was that created? I don't even know what
I
live
have
that
no
was.
idea.
And we just saw it, so that's
I have no idea.
yeah. I don't know. Perp Diddy got a clip on there. It's Charlie Girl. Charlie Girl's made it to the big times, y'all.
Uh-huh. Whatever.
Oh, it was from yesterday's live? Um, I don't think it was from yesterday's live because Charlie Girl slept most of the time.
Yeah.
I think that maybe was the day before. Because you didn't say but like a very few amount of words last night.
Yeah, I was passed out.
That was a weak one. It was weak.
Oh,
I don't know. But, I'm just saying. Huh. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, she's pretty special. That's all right. Look, man, she's the one with friends that say that wearing a GIMP mask is a disability. So I think we can just gauge things on that.
oh my gosh.
Hmm. I mean, that is unreal. Un momento, por favor, señorita. She go, I'll go check. Yeah, she's special, all right. Special, special in her own way. What show is that one from, Charlie Girl?
Um,
Barney? No. Was it? I don't know.
uh-uh.
Yeah, listening for farts for somebody who doesn't watch us. Hello.
She
Yeah,
reaching, honey. She is
mhm,
reaching.
I know. Yeah, Rhonda. She said it's a disability. I said, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, she'll drag her for months because that's all she got to. I mean, come on now. Yeah, yeah, that was the night before we were talking about Jilly Willy. The
Right?
nose. That's right. That's what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But because Tony has said, "Why does your nose look like a penis?"
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
That was comedy gold right there.
it was the way she said it so loud and proud. She
And
was.
it was just like right on cue.
Mhm. That was hilarious. Like, oh my gosh, just boom out of nowhere, there she goes. I mean, think about it. Some of the shit you hear, unreal. But I really think one of the best ones is that old Perp Diddy and Heidi think that Get Mask is the disability.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh Lord have mercy, that's a disability. Why, yep, sat on the phone with that for hours with him, telling
Sure
him all
did.
all her
She was
enemies.
so proud of herself that she had vetted him. He was a
Mhm.
good guy.
It's
Oh,
almost like as soon as you hear her say, "Well, I talked to him, they're good," you know something's up. They're not.
mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome, Echo. She said, when we got home yesterday, there were places giving out cases of water and free meals. So nice to see my community
Mm-hmm.
coming together to help each other.
Yes, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully you got a case of water. Might have to be drinking that water. Or they have you on an alert for your water. He probably did, LTT. I don't know. Oh, good. I'm glad you grabbed some. You never know when you'll need it. Probably had it on the whole time, and she enjoyed it too. I bet you.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta go wash a pan so that my
Okay.
son can make us some burgers. Hold on.
Ooh. Probably like that. She was probably like, I can only speak to you if you put that mask on. Uh, who knows? As crazy as people are sometimes, maybe she did say that. Mhm. Look, you know what? Herb Diddy says she doesn't troll. She attempts to troll someone. She got issues, don't she, y'all? She got issues. Just proves it every time. Every time she just proves exactly that. No, I just slapped her. Says tomorrow, Purple claims she could smell that fart. The day after, she will claim the fart doxed her. By the end of the week, that fart will be stalking her. Perp, you are delusional. Yep, I'd say so. But it would be appropriate for a fart to stalk her. One shitty thing after another. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
He already did it.
Aw. Yeah. Yeah, Brad Marie mom. The one who doesn't watch, doesn't care, right? She sure seems to. You listening close, aren't you, Perp Diddy? It's so sweet to have a supporter. I tell you what, we appreciate you, Perp. We really do. Hmm? She said Charlie girl farted. She's claiming. Like,
Oh,
whatever.
I
Hmm?
promise you, there would be no mistaking it. Because she even had to slow it down to try to make it sound like it was something it wasn't.
Hmm.
It's called
Yeah.
shifting in your chair, people.
Yeah, well, she knows that she does all that kind of stuff, and
Well, it kind of sounded like I was telling you, like when there's been a couple times y'all have told me that, or you've said, "What's that noise?" And I have a habit of touching the speaker on my phone, and it'll make like a staticky noise, like if you're rubbing up against it.
yeah,
That's what it sounded like to me, but I don't know.
I don't know.
It don't matter.
No,
If she wants to think it's a fart, let her think it's a fart. I don't give
yeah,
a
but
shit.
she just don't know. I mean, come on now, it
Uh-uh.
is what it is. I mean, she got a lurk everywhere, doesn't she?
Uh-huh.
Perp did it, perp did it, perp did it.
That's what it says. Poor little thing. You don't
I
have no
know.
content.
I know that. I don't know. It just seems so desperate when it's like, oh, Susan's. What? That seems desperate a little bit. Are you that desperate? You know what I think, though, Charlie girl? This is what I think is going on. I think, her boyfriend, husband, babysitter, whatever he is, I don't know. The one who tells her what to do,
Mm-hmm.
go to bed, turn that shit off, get to bed. Yeah, I'm going to bed. Okay, well, anyhow, I really think that he's told her you can't, he don't want her on YouTube during the day, well, on the weekends or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like
So,
it. Lurk Diddy. I like
lurk
it,
it.
Mocha.
Mm-hmm. So what she does is, where she don't have to talk, she just goes into people's chats and harasses them. That is most definitely harassment. When you seek them and you go at them.
Mm-hmm.
See, it didn't work when you beg people to come over to your chat.
Stalk a fart.
Stalker for yeah, that's right. Look, people don't come to your channel, so you got to go to theirs. Well, that constitutes a stalker right there, honey. That's harassment 101. You're
Mm-hmm.
going to them. Keep going, Perp Diddy. Keep going. Keep showing up in people's chats. Desperation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't smell fart, but I smell desperation. Which coming from her, kind of does smell kind of like a fart. Smells kind of shitty, actually. Just saying. It's okay. Oh, Echo, I know, but he really did. I mean, we played it and everything. Where turn it off, get to bed. Oh my gosh,
Lights
she
out.
sure did. She sure did it, didn't she?
She sure did.
Mm. I would have stayed up for several more hours, loud as I could be. If somebody told me to go to bed.
Yep.
Don't push me. I won't do it. I'll
I'd have been
eventually stay
running
awake.
the vacuum cleaner and
Get some pots and pans, clinking them together.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Cranked up some music.
Right, Rhonda? She said, hell, I got trouble telling myself to go to bed.
Yep.
The only ones we tell to go to bed around here are children who are under 18.
Mm-hmm.
Those that are in school. They had to go to bed, but anybody else, it's free for all. I don't even tell my adult children when to go to bed, let alone my spouse.
Stars. I can fill you in, honey. Apparently I farted on a live and Purple has clipped it, and it's not a fart. Doesn't sound like a fart. But
Yeah,
anytime I aim to please, so I can do that for her if she'd like.
Charlie girl could probably fart on demand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were talking too because she ended up showing up over at Susan's. She's seeking people out very stalkerish. It's not a very covert move at all. But hey, there your harassment is, so keep going.
Dirt, 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 dirt,
I know.
dirt, dirt.
Wants to claim other people harass her. Oh, it's harassment. Oh, perv Diddy. I think the shit you do is by far harassment. As
Yep.
far, oh my goodness.
Y'all like my name?
Yeah, rebottle that. Rebottle that ass blaster 2000. Like Crystal said, no farting. Better rebottle. Rebottle it. Mm-mm-mm. Well, it is what it is. I just don't understand. Look, why is she continually going and making herself look so desperate?
Mm-hmm.
She showed up at Dictums, showed up at Susan's. She showed up at Dictums twice. They
Yep.
passed
They
twice.
passed.
Even went up on her panel, thinking she was going to be a match or something for Dictum, and she found out, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She found out otherwise. But I mean, hey, what can you say? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it's because she begs for people to come over to her chat. Begs for them to come up on her channel. Come up on panel. Bet you won't. Yeah, you're right. Ain't nobody paying attention to you. You got let's Park Biddy, let's put it this way. You want to know how it goes down? Oh, thank you, Earth. I know 600 subs. Isn't that awesome? Thank you so much, Earth. Earth shared the channel link and got some subs.
Awesome.
Thank you. Um, now you gave me squirrel brain. What was I saying?
Blah, blah, blah. Purple's done. Blah, blah, blah.
That's probably about what I said too. I don't know. Yeah, she needed money for those Timu dick pics, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe she's probably oh, thank you, Earth. She is probably trying to collect so she can get some canvases because that slashing canvas thing put Yap Yap on the map big time, didn't it?
Oh,
So
yeah.
she's probably doing that, trying to save up for some canvases. Thank you, Earth. We appreciate you. You're so sweet.
Yep.
I say appreciate you sincerely, not sarcastically like I do towards birthday. Just saying. Oh, Charlie girl, I was going somewhere with the point I was making. Now I really
I'm
don't remember what it was.
sorry.
Well, it's not your fault. I just got squirrel brain over there. Baby, I'm probably stuck in somebody's garage wall or something.
Hang on. I'm going to go back and listen.
Instant replay. You need to work for the Olympics or something, Charlie girl. NFL, here you come. I know, Crystal, that is forever. When I first watched it, y'all, I sat there like I couldn't even laugh. I couldn't. I was just like, what? Oh, she's desperate jumping on panels. Oh, that's what I was saying. Well, she's desperately desperate jumping on somebody's panel. Got to look at me, look at me, look at me. Shoot, well, stay on your channel. It doesn't look quite so desperate if you do that. I still don't remember what I had a point I was going to make, and I don't remember what it was now. Oh, good golly. I need more coffee. Or maybe I'm just overloaded on coffee. Yeah, not possible. Not possible. Hmm. I don't see breach either. Tiki wickedy. Yeah, I don't know. That canvas slashing was just jaw dropping right there. Like I said, when I first watched it, I couldn't laugh, I couldn't speak, I was just mesmerized. Yeah, right, Chris. Yeah, I know. You know, I'm always having to heat up my coffee because I like it hot and it'll get cold, and I gotta go heat it up, and then it'll get cold again because I don't drink it fast enough. Sometimes I drink it too fast. And coffee whispers sweet nothings to my soul. I'm telling you. Well, Earth, you missed Dree yesterday because she fell in the shower, done hurt herself, and then she got lost in a bottle of wine, a big bottle of wine at that. Charlie girl, what you doing? Reviewing the whole live? She's reviewing the whole live, y'all.
You said that she begs for people to come over to her chat.
Yeah, I still don't remember. Yeah, Rhonda mine does too. That's what I think happens. It
We
just
talked
poof.
about her being
No,
in purples. I mean, Susan's.
I still don't remember where I was going with that. That was the point I was going to make. I'll think of it later, probably.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, it looks desperate. It really does. They don't want to come to your channel. Don't want to come up on your panel and deal with you. So you seek it out and go over there. The heck? Let's do it like we do. Oh, I know. Hold on. Thank you. Finally remembered. Whew. Okay. Per Biddy, you know how it goes, right? I think a lot of us probably do it. Is not everybody watches you. Out of our little group here, we got one person who watches you. Now sometimes we have to take turns at it, but we watch just see your blunders, where you're screwing up left and right and telling on yourself and all that kind of stuff, right? Like we have a reason to be watching.
I have to go cut up an onion. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh. Okay, Dre, I can help you with a story like that. You slipped on the soap suds, landed on the edge of the tub where you climb in. Okay, look. That's not how it's gonna go. Let me tell you. This one time, let me tell you. I ended up at our old house. It kind of was up on like a hill, so the driveway was slanted. I'm not sure how I did it, but I went to grab something out of the Suburban, and when I leaned over the middle section where it was, I stepped back down. I kind of got on my tippy toes, and when I came back down, and you heard a big huge pop, and I ended up having to go. I still don't know exactly how I did it, but I did. I messed it up pretty bad. So ended up having to go to the doctor. They put me in a boot, and everybody's asking what happened. What happened? Well, I could not just say I don't know. I was reaching into the Suburban for something and put my foot back flat and hurt myself because that was not very cool, right? So I said, and I said to a few people, and I got them every time, y'all. It was awesome. I said, "Oh my gosh, you didn't hear," because we lived in the neighborhood at that point. And I was like, "You didn't hear?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You didn't hear about um, the incident the other day where that car was coming down the street and that little kiddo almost got hit by a car? And I had to go run and get the child out of the way." "No, we didn't hear about that." I mean, they believed me for a little bit. Then I started laughing and had to tell them the truth. I said, "Nah, it's not really what happened." So I'll come up with a good story for you, Dree. You just got to be prepared to carry it out. And don't crack a smile. Don't tell them the truth. Just go with it. So you weren't in the shower. You were at a friend's house, and the child was showering, and they, they were trying to go get in the bathtub before you were ready, and you had to run in there, and you tripped over the dog just so that the child wouldn't get into the bathtub yet. You were saving the baby. That's all you got to say, okay? Don't tell them it was your shower. You were showering or nothing. Hey, Iris. Iris, you want a link to come up? Iris. Charlie girl's cutting an onion. Just cutting an onion. And we were just chatting about Perp Diddy and her grotesque little behavior. And we were also chatting how Charlie girl made the big leagues over there. Jenna, we know your old body. Oh, you're not feeling well. Oh no, Iris. We know that old body. You got to be careful, Jenna. I mean, you can't even go to the airport without having to make sure you get your hemorrhoid cream. Oh, you missed what she did. Well, oh no, Rhonda just broke a toe kicking a washing machine. Oh, good golly. Yeah, I know. Our toes always seem to get the worst of it, don't they? Look, I just ended up busting one of my toes. What did I drop on it? A hairbrush or something? I dropped something on my toe. It just fell off. It was bad. I don't remember how I did it. I know. Jenna, don't tell me not to start. I'll start when I want. Look, you're the one with your hemorrhoid cream issue, not me. And Perp did it. Yeah, Stars, she did it over at Susan. You just... Yeah. Yeah, you know them toes are... Their toes are bad news, y'all. Bad news on the toes. I've done so many things to my toes now, it almost doesn't even hurt when I do it. Well, that's a lie. It does hurt. But I don't know. I had just jacked up my little toe. Well, it was like the last 3 toes over there. And I went to the doctor about the bursitis, the orthopedic specialist. And he looked at my foot and he goes, "What did you do?" I didn't have any heroic story for him. I just said, "Oh, it's okay." But it was all black, like the whole side of my foot was black and blue. It was bad. But that didn't hurt nothing compared to the bursitis.
Bursitis.
Bursitis. Right, Ron? It never sounds cool. No, what sounded cool was when I did same little toe I got this last time,
Iris.
years back. I kept breaking it, and it got to a point I would tap it on. We had a center island in our kitchen, and I tapped it on, not meaning to, because my dumb butt didn't have shoes on, and I'd have to go down and bend my toe and put it back into place because it would just hang off to the side like that, like trying to face north, trying to face west, whichever way I wasn't facing.
Ooh, Echo. She dropped
Oh,
a frozen chicken on her little toe and broke it.
yeah. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. She was cutting an onion, Iris. She was away from the phone. She wasn't even paying attention. You know what, Iris? You're right. She didn't notice you.
I had to pause for the cows, hunty. I got to have onion on my burger.
Gotta have that onion. Onion. Onion is good, though. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. So now you notice me, you have fun. Be nice to Iris, though. She doesn't feel good, so we don't want to mess with her too hard right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she says she's not feeling good. She says she's sick.
I'm sorry.
Fried in rings. That's the only way Rhonda likes them.
Lord, you can do anything you want to them, and I'll eat them.
You like them onions.
Mm-hmm. Well, it
I
makes
do
you
like
fart,
them
don't you know?
Don't you
They
know?
make you fart, don't you know? That's my fart fuel.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, did you have to have surgery, Echo? Fancy, she was coming down the steps and missed the step and busted her Achilles tendon and had to have
Oh,
surgery.
she did. Ow.
That was bad. Couldn't even walk out and get in the car. They had to call an ambulance for her. She was laid out on a blanket, just laying there on the ground, waiting for the ambulance, smoking her cigarette. Yeah, because couldn't get in the car. It's bad.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
I know. I said, well, you better have Wolfie, fanning you and feeding you grapes or something. Oh,
12
no
weeks
surgery.
in the boot.
Well, that's good. You
Oh
didn't have to have
Lord.
surgery. Do what, Charlie girl? I'm sorry, I was talking.
No, that's okay. 12 weeks in a boot, she said.
Yeah. I don't know. She did all kinds of stuff and had to have surgery. Oh, I know. That boot makes your back hurt, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Being a
throws the
boot.
hips off too.
Yes, that's probably. You know what, Charlie girl? That's why I got the bursitis.
Yep,
I bet
keep
you.
protecting them toes.
Mm, I got the bursitis because of the hip going. Yip, yip, yip. Oh yeah. You know what? I think I remember you being in that boot, Echo. Nah, Iris, you didn't miss nothing except for Charlie. We're talking about Charlie Girl's non-fight fart that was actually the trade-off as a fart, and then, well, she made the big leagues. She's had a hate clip made about her, and then Burt video over there and Susan's live going at Susan because Perp Diddy doesn't have anything else better to do. Can't go live on the weekend when the husband's there, right? But she's in somebody's chat.
Sure, I'll play it for you. You tell me if it's live or Memorex. All right.
Yeah, Rhonda, they should. They should have a shoe of equal height. Yeah, exactly. He was right. Charlie Girl's heater was going that night. Look at it. Listen.
As she only knew. All right, here we go.
These people were cheering me on when I came off life support.
Oh, that's the
The
Susan.
wrong one. Here we go.
She gossip. The nose, some gossip. Gossip. What's that juicy gossip? The nose, some gossip. Gossip. What's that juicy gossip? The nose, gossip. What's that juicy?
There it was. Did you hear a part?
Well, maybe. Hmm. Not really, but okay. I know the sound of your chair when you move and you make that sound with the chair a lot. So
Yeah,
I do know that.
it wasn't Iris, but let her think that. I don't care either way what she thinks.
No.
There you go, Georgette. Thank you. I think
Yeah.
it's static because, like I said, I have a habit of accidentally touching where the speaker is, and it will make that rubbing sound. It didn't even sound like a fart.
Well, we could claim it. I mean, just claim it's a fart, Charlie Girl.
No, because that's a pitiful one. I'll do you a good one.
We'll just play Jenna shitting on the toilet and we'll claim that's yours.
There you go, Iris.
I don't know. Either way, I'm so proud that you made it on a hate clip channel. Look
Oh
at
my
that.
gosh, I know it. I'm gonna mute because the cook is playing music.
Yeah, make it count. That's right, Iris. Make it count. It's all right. I mean,
Believe me, I would.
Jenna knows. Yeah, she does a lot of things on Live Stars. Hey, Eliza. She does a lot of sad stuff on there. I mean, look, Charlie Girl's mind is pure, It's a pure mind. She fell asleep last night. I wasn't sure if she was asleep or if she was, busy doing something, whatever, but then she confirmed that she did fall asleep and whatever. Did you hear her waking up talking about dildos? Or how they're all doctors? Or how she's going to smuggle something in the prison? No. That's how you know somebody has a pure mind right there. Heart of gold right there, that Charlie girl.
Now, if I was going to fart, that would have been the time to do it in my
I
sleep.
know. It would have been, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Purple doesn't ever do anything for herself over there. She never does any of the videos or anything. It's probably Linda Marie. I hope she thanks Linda Marie for that. Or whoever did it. Who do you? Oh, Charlie Girl's muted. Never mind. I was going to ask her a question, but she is
Ask
muted.
me. Ask me. I can answer quick.
Who do you think made the video?
Linda Marie?
Oh, okay. I was just curious. We could take bets on who made it. If I was a betting gal. And I am. So we're in luck. Da, 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 da. Oh, Jenna, where'd you go? She's probably looking. You looking for your anal cream? No, she didn't lie, Eliza. She told me today. She's like, I'm so sorry. I was like, for what? She said, for falling asleep. I said, well, I didn't know if you were sleeping or busy doing something. Or maybe she's just real quiet when she's dreaming about things. Charlie Girl probably does dream about smuggling drugs into prison. Oh, you're making fried rice? Oh. I made rice. Oh, you making fried? I made rice today. I made that tonight. Not fried. Yeah. I think it's funny. Perp Diddy is like the queen of blunders over there. Oh, were you on panel, Rhonda? Yeah, you know what? I was watching. Hey, Fancy. Hello, hello. Love
Hello,
you.
fancy pants.
Yeah. I was watching Irises one day, and I hadn't had much sleep, and I had dozed off, and apparently in my sleep I started deleting people or something, blocking people. Yeah, I did. I was sleep modding. It was pretty bad. I felt so horrible. Mhm. No, Eliza, I don't think people still watch her. I mean, I know what we do is we have one of us will watch or listen because we have to for reasons. But yeah. Hey, Dictum, how are you today? Tonight. It's already evening time.
Hey, Dictum.
Yeah, we had, you know what? We had issue with their electricity earlier. It kept flickering off and on. It'd go out, come right back on, out and on. And then when it was on, it was flickering really bad. And apparently they had some kind of issue. My daughter came home from work and she's like, well, all of our linemen are out in Georgia. They're all dispersed, a large portion of them are. Yeah, the stars is probably true. It's sad, but I don't know anybody else who'd be talking themselves out of a job. She used to say it was her job. That's how now she says it isn't. Hmm. Yeah, I think Iris is still here. She was a minute ago. Says she's not feeling good though. Maybe that's why she goes over to other people's channels to try and get people to come and watch her. Probably what it is. I mean, really, why would you? It takes a special kind of someone to go into somebody's chat when you know you're not liked or wanted, right? Yeah, her career. Oh my goodness. Well, some people have been successful with YouTube. They do really, really well. I mean, these big time, they got 1 million subs. I mean, they're doing good. I don't know. That comes with a cost too, though. Yeah, that's right, Dictum. I know she don't like that, does she? She is. Yeah, you got to keep the chicken on the run. There you go. Yeah, Mr. Beast has had success, and there's a lot of them that are. There's quite a few of them that done really well, as long as they can keep it on a good path. Do you remember that one? Oh, y'all remember that one Family Channel? I didn't watch them. I didn't even know about them until the issue happened when they got the children taken away and everything. Did y'all see that one? Oh, that's true, Fancy. No control, not even self-control, 100. But it was so sad because they were playing pranks on the little boy, and he was just terrified. He was so upset. They even they even put him on camera crying and like terrified and stuff. It was bad. Oh, Mr. Beast. No. 8 Passengers is another one. Oh, you know what? I watched that too. I look, 8 Passengers. That's her sister, Ruby's sister, and like the whole family vlogs. And Ellie and Jared. That's how I started. When I started watching YouTube, those were one of the first family channels I started watching. And 8 Passengers, I kind of watched them, but then she kind of, some of the things she was doing and saying I didn't really care for, but then that went real bad. And I was worried about that when they started not doing YouTube and her and her husband split up and all that. I said, oh my gosh, oh, that's a sick case right there. It really is. But the other one was it was a family channel that wasn't as big as, the Franks. And Jared and Ellie and their sister Bonnie and their even Ellie's parents do one. Jared's brother used to do it. Him and his wife used to do it. And I actually ran into them at the Walmart before, because they used to live out here in Texas and they moved. So, oh, you heard from your oldest. All right, Iris, that's good. Hopefully she's doing good. Oh yeah, a lot of them are. I mean, but this other one was like I said, they weren't as big as the Franks or some of the other channels, but yeah, it was definitely sad. It was horrifying, and they sure did. They had to shut it down. They went to court. Oh, they were real sorry when they got in front of the judge, but you weren't sorry the whole time you were torturing your kid, because they did it a lot to him. I guess it wasn't just. I guess one of the ones that was really bad, they got him. They were screaming and yelling at him like he was in trouble. And he didn't do it. And they knew he didn't do it because they had, it was a prank they were playing on him. But they screamed and yelled at him and scolded him. Yeah. Well, that's why YouTube went and made all those. They did make rules for family channels. Anything that, is humiliating or embarrassing. I mean, there are just some things you probably shouldn't put everything out there like that. Don't humiliate your kid. Yeah, some of them are. Some of them are stars. They do their whole life on there. Everything. It's like, do you have to discuss that? You know, Ruby did. Ruby was bad about it, y'all. I don't know if y'all ever watched her, but and she would, scold her children about things, and I was like, wait a minute, I wouldn't put that on YouTube. I mean, that, your child feels bad enough for doing something. I mean, they're kids; they're gonna mess up and do things, but to highlight it like that on YouTube, uh-uh. It's sad. Like for everybody to see, their friends to see, because their friends are watching. So they get blasted by you, and then they go to school and get taunted by the other kids at school. I wonder how that does their self-esteem. But that Ruby Frank one was bad, man. Oh my gosh. That was horrible. That was just so sad. Yeah, Liza, that's what I mean. You're terrorizing a child. I mean, it's bad enough to have to get on your kid, and you see him, just hold their head down like and you're like, you're not a bad kid. You're just, everybody messes up, right? I sure wouldn't put it out there for the world to see and humiliate them even more. It's not, I don't know, but she went extreme. Ruby went freaking crazy. And if you hear her phone calls from jail, it's sad. And it's like, you got something wrong. There's something in her brain is just not working right. She was sitting there crying with her husband. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. I don't do naughty things. What the heck? Oh, honey, she need to get checked over thoroughly. Yeah, Rhonda, for the rest of their life, it's there. Live some of that down. And the way she painted her son, look, you heard what she did, right? Her oldest son, oh, and he's a handsome little thing too. Oh, he's such a handsome kid. All of her kids are beautiful. But she painted him out to be this horrible kid, sent him off to this questionable camp, right? And oh my God, I just can't even. I mean, and to me, I'm like, he's a teenager. He's going through teenage things, like boys. He wants to go and have a normal life. And I mean, she went extreme. And the poor kids had to be along for the ride too. And then the younger one, the youngest son she has, uh, said all kinds of horrible things about him, but that's why he was disciplined the way he was. And I was like, bullshit. That why you did your daughter like that too? I mean, come on now. And she didn't understand. Look, this lady, yeah, she took his bedroom away, took his bed away. He was sleeping on a beanbag, put that out there too. And I was like, oh my gosh. Look, man, I don't, but they had, the older daughter kept fighting because she knew it wasn't right. There was a lot of things that they would do on a lot. It was sad. She'd make them sleep when they were sick. They had to sleep in the bathroom with a blanket and a pillow. Why can't they sleep in their bed and give them a bucket? I don't know. I just could never make my kids sleep on the floor, on a cold tile floor. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Hey, six up. The Ruby, she's messed up, man. This was the thing. She didn't understand. The school tried to tell her that her daughter had ADHD, her youngest one, and she had a whole thing she did on how it's not ADHD. And it was all choices and blah blah. It was horrible. That's when I stopped watching it. I couldn't watch it anymore because I was like, this is not right. This is horrible. How are you arguing against You're arguing against ADHD? And her daughter, if you ever watched her daughter on those, she always was kind of quiet, and she kind of always had a look on her face, like the two youngest ones there, the ones that she got in so much trouble for, had a look on their face all the time like they were checked out. You know what I mean? And I always felt bad for them because I was like, man, why does your kid sit there looking like that? They're not. Yeah, well, you know why? It's because they were being abused, you know? But she wouldn't take the ADHD as a diagnosis. It was bad behavior, and enough praying would get it done. They weren't following God enough, that kind of thing. And I'm sorry, look, I have my faith, okay? But, and I do believe in the power of prayer. But I also believe that mankind has been able to make medications and figure things out to try to help children with things like that. Yeah, he did. Yeah, 6 up, and he was crying. He started crying. Oh my gosh. And again, you'd have to be there in person to see that, because no pictures that they show will do a justification. And that grown man was sitting there choking up on the phone when he's having to explain how he looks. Yeah, the whole thing. And then they had that room down in well, it really wasn't even a basement. It was like in the garage. And it was locked. And they tried to say that she didn't have the code to get into it. She'd never opened it the whole time she lived there. Bull crap. Once they ended up getting into it, there was a bed, there was chain. Yeah, exactly, Eliza. Look, let me tell you what happened. I got a couple kiddos with ADHD, okay? It's not easy. I get it. But I got squirrel brain. I understand that, I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was little. I probably still have it. Who knows? My mind goes all over the place. It's okay. Like I said, my mind is a scary place to be. I get it. When you feel like in your mind you're running in circles. If I, as an adult who have lived 50 freaking years, find it hard sometimes to concentrate, stay on track, I got 50 years under my belt with it. A young child is learning to navigate their life with that. And I got a few of them that have it. And my one has it and they're all different, my youngest one, he's got it, and he's got the dyslexia, dygraphia, got all, and he ended up, my husband was like, he was chewing on a pen, an ink pen, and ended up getting it all over his face, and he got it on the floor, on the tile floor. My husband's like, yeah, you see that blue mark? And I was like, oh yeah, what's that? And he goes, there's an ink pen. So we were talking to our youngest one about it, and my husband looks and he goes, I know you're hungry, but don't eat ink pens. And I just looked at my husband and I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not about being hungry. He goes, it's not? And I said, it's not about being hungry. He is one of my ones who has to chew on something all the time. And I had to remind him, don't you remember he's allowed to chew gum in school when other kids aren't, because he would eat all the erasers off of the pencils. It took his teacher a couple times to realize who was doing it. And when she found the pile of erasers in his desk, she put two and two together, and it was him. But he always has to be chewing on something. It's part of his ADHD. It's just how it goes, Oh yeah, there you go. See, Eliza, yeah, you got to do timers. Oh yeah. I mean, look, my husband, he'll get so frustrated because he's like, oh, I'm so tired of telling him to do this. I've said it like 20 times. And I said, and if you don't stop and guide him to make sure that he's actually doing it right then and there, you're going to tell him another 20 times. That's my youngest. He was like that as well. Like, you can tell him, hey, pick up your socks, go put them in your dirty clothes. Because he just takes his socks off wherever he's at and he leaves them and he forgets about them. It's a kid thing, but for him, it's anything. That's just an example how he just will forget about it. And he'll say, yeah, I'll do it in a minute. And he's off running and he totally forgets about it. So then you have to tell him again. Oh yeah, okay. Off running, So for him, it's when he's, I say, hey, do this. And I stop and make sure it gets done right then and there. If it's something that if you feel like, hey, go ahead and get this done now, just so he does it, and it's fine. To me, I already know I'm going to have to tell him 40 times, 50 times, 100 times until I stop and actually make sure, hey, did you go do it? Yeah. Yeah, Liza, I got a call. I got actually a few of them like that. Yeah. And I feel horrible because my oldest, look, he is 31 years old, extremely smart, extremely intelligent. And I didn't see it when he was growing up because he was quiet. Because there's ADD and then ADHD, which it's the same thing, just one has hyperactivity and the other doesn't. One's internalized. Their brain's going a mile a minute and you can't, but their behavior, he wasn't one that was running all over the place and wild. He's very calm, just always in his own head, and I guess that should have been a clue, but he's been in the Air Force and he had to go and get a diagnosis of ADHD or ADD. And they said that he just learned to manage it and to deal with it. He kind of compensated for it, but because he wasn't running around like my youngest one, he chooses what pants he wears by how well he can slide across the floors at home and at school. Like he runs and slides everywhere. He runs this way. Now there's no walking for him. And, my other one, he doesn't necessarily run everywhere. He just is very bouncy, buoyant, and boisterous, and he's loud. He's very loud, and his mind is all over the place. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you just tell him, hey, if you're doing that, I won't keep telling you. No, my youngest, he'll just say, oh, sorry, Mom. Yeah, I know. I'll get it. And then he'll say it again, like, oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. Which he honestly forgets about it. He'll remember like way later, but at that moment, he's too busy doing other stuff, Yeah, stars. See, that's how my oldest is, and I missed it. I didn't realize that he was, because he always made really, really good grades. He was so smart. Like I would have never thought, Yeah, they really do forget in there. That's why when my husband was like, he was chewing on an ink pen, like he was concerned about it, and I was like, what? I was like, no, you just have to remind, hey, don't chew on that. Give him a piece of gum. That's why he loves to chew gum. It's just one of his. And they say, chewing gum does help him concentrate. So, that's why they let him do it at school. His teacher will go and got gum just for him. She's like, yeah, I get him gum and I let him chew it. Oh, let me start sending something in with him. Now that he can chew it on, not get in trouble for it. Yeah, we have to remind him all the time, right? Which is fine because yeah, I do, when you multitask, you're doing 1,000 things at once. I had to be careful because I'll forget. Oh, I turned the sink water on, was filling up a pot or something, 10 minutes later, oh, I think it's full now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we get that. See, Georgette, too. A lot of us, um, and you know what's really amazing to me when you think about it? Because I've always wondered, like with ADHD, it's like, you know, like my one, because he is so crazy out there. He's 12 years old. And when he was younger in kindergarten, I was like, do you realize how smart he is? And the teacher's like, huh? And I go, I understand he's ADHD and all over the places, but he's extremely smart. And she just kind of looked at me and I said, I look at it like this. We're all on page 1 of chapter 1 and he's already finished the book. And I think that's how a lot of kids who are quote unquote ADHD are, is your mind is just going all over the place, trying to absorb everything that it can, because that is exactly how he is. He doesn't miss a thing. You think he's not paying attention, but he is absolutely 100% paying attention to you and 20 other things at once. And he can, tell you exactly what it was you said a month ago and tell you what you were wearing and everything else. It's crazy what he does. But, it's, yeah. Yeah, we get the stress balls and all those little poppets and stuff. Yeah, you know what? That's funny. They do. We do coffee for the kids too. And they were saying it just the other night. I made them a little. I got those. I was trying this drink, which I do not like this stuff, guys. I cannot do it. It's the protein shakes. No, it's got it. I can't. And I tried a different one, thinking, well, maybe this one. No, can't do it. I do not. I cannot handle the smell of it. I do not. No, reminds me of Ensure. I can't. I can't do it. And so I said, well, you know what? I'm going to try this to see if the kids like it. So I, poured some in some little cups for them. And then I had coffee and a little espresso. I had espresso left. And so I poured a little bit of espresso in them. I gave it to him. My son's like, yeah, I can drink coffee because it helps me settle down, which it does. And they loved it. They loved it and they wanted more. I was like, okay, cool. So I can get you some protein and some calm down stuff, Oh yeah, Georgette. That's very true. Yeah, yeah. Well, and they do. Uh, My 12-year-old has to, because he's like on the spectrum, and he has to have a routine, like very regimented. He has to know what to expect, when to expect it. And he definitely does better now deviating from situations, like if you have to change something. It used to really throw him for a loop, but he's, adjusting better to that. Uh, yeah. And he was actually able to stand up. You know how you go for their IEPs, they allowed him to stand up at his desk. And my youngest one is too. And I mean, they've been great as far as supplying all those kind of things for them and understanding of it. But I just can't help but wonder, for so long it seems like, ADHD is the new diagnosis, right? Just basically kind of come on scene a lot more the last decade or so, and I can't help but wonder, is that pretty much a diagnosis that every single one of us could have? I mean, could that be the norm? I can't help but wonder, y'all. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't necessarily know if I don't know, just the way I see it is like, is this really something that's that far out there? Like, oh, it's some kind of, disability or whatever. And, cause I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I don't see it as like, this horrible, oh, you got an ADHD thing, or that it's uncommon. You know, I think it's more of just the way the brain works, and you're just going 1,000 different directions. And kudos to them because they want to. But when as an adult, when my mind gets overloaded, and you are trying, I mean, there's sometimes when it's just too much. You have those moments where you're used to multitasking and you're used to doing 5 to 10 things at one time. But then you have those moments where like all of a sudden it just shuts off and you're just like, okay, I can't even make heads or tails of, what I'm doing here. And, and you kind of are like, and I just think, well, how much harder it's got to be for a young one to do that. Yeah, it's the norm now. See, Echo, I just don't even know if it was never not the norm, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. You can walk around. Yeah. Our 12-year-old, they let him walk around too. They just say, okay, but you have to stay, closer to your station. And they do station times and stuff. Because that's the other problem. They do stations and they run from station to station. And he would finish one and go to the other one before they were supposed to change, But again, I'm like, yeah, he's already finished them all, But when you think about it, classrooms are not a really good place for people who get overloaded, children with ADHD or anything like that. That it is a horrible thing to walk into. Kindergarten, especially. Boy, oh my gosh, my 12-year-old was horrible for him. And I was like, you do realize you don't exactly have a calm environment here. I mean, you got bright colors popping everywhere. There's so much to see, so much to do, so much to look at. Like, you do understand he wants to do it all in like 30 minutes. He wants to do everything possible. Yeah, they don't all learn that way. We're lucky because out here we have small classrooms, very small classrooms. They're lucky if there's 15 kids in one class. Yeah, exactly, Georgette. When your kid is bored, they're going to get in trouble. And that's exactly what I told his teachers. I said, look, you're going to have to give him more to do. You do realize if he's, yeah, and they do. You get books for him to read, and, he's got activities to do that help keep him on track. Yeah, exactly, Eliza. Exactly. And you know how hard it is for some of us adults to do that? I mean, if we're really into something, okay, like there's certain crafts and stuff I like to do. When I'm really into something, just like when they play video games, it's, for them, it keeps their mind going. They're looking at all the colors and all the movement and activity. And so it keeps them drawn in. And, you're just sitting there, you're into it. So you can sit down for a lot longer. But any other time, you're not your mind's not occupied and focusing. You're going to be up and all over the place. Well, kids' attention span is not that long anyways. And when we learn, they say you learn, what is it, the first, don't get me the line, y'all. I used to know this one. Was it the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes? I think. Or 15 and 15, 10, and I think it's 10 and 10. The first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes is when you retain everything. Everything in between, you don't retain. Yeah, that's right, Echo. You got to meet them individually and meet them where they're at. Yeah. Well, that's that math they're doing now. I don't know why they had to change it. It was already working. Math is math, and why mess with it? I don't know why you got to math a different way. Yeah, they had to have us parents. I remember that when my oldest were in school, we had to do a special math night so that we could come in and learn how to do the new math so we could help them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you can't teach. Now, look, I have no interest in learning how to redo this when my mind's already accustomed to doing it this way. That's how I'm going to do it. Yeah. Crocheting and reading, you're still moving, doing something. Yeah, 45 minutes is a long time. Yeah. Over and out. See, that's a long time to sit there in one class. Yep. And that's a good thing when you got teachers who are willing to do that, Eliza. You keep your kid going. And when they do, I mean, they've come really, the school, really lucky. They bend over backwards. And, they understand that, hey, my kiddo's active. But they also have the, kids are kids and they let them be kids. So we're lucky in that aspect. Now, at our old school, we weren't so lucky. They were in kindergarten and we had one kiddo, when we were doing foster care. He literally, he had so much happen to him. And, he could not stand in a line and face forward. He got in trouble for it. And my 12-year-old got in trouble for it too. Two kiddos that you do not ask them to do what they are not capable of. And I had to go and have a chat twice on the same kind of issue. They're not going to stand in line and face forward. They were getting in trouble because they would lean out of line and look and see what's going on. And I'm like, well, they're nosy as heck. They want to see everything. My 12-year-old is still nosy as heck. He wants to see it all. He wants to see what's going on, what's happening. And they were getting in trouble because they weren't doing it. And I was like, they're 5 years old. Excuse me? I'm like, I'm glad if you've got the rest of the class that can do that, but you're demanding something and you're expecting something from a child who cannot do that. I'm telling you, I don't even think they sit still in their sleep. I know my 12-year-old still doesn't. He does not even sit still in his sleep. So they're not going to sit there and stare forward and not lean out of line and look at people walking by and stuff. So, and that was the old school. a lot of kids in the class, and then just, mm. Oh, yeah, you do it all in your head, don't show it, yeah. So then they think you cheated or something. Dream, paying attention isn't your strong suit. I know. Sometimes it's hard, I remember being in school and there was just some things I try to, and it wasn't even the subject matter. There was just some days where I'd go and I'd read a paragraph and I'd have to keep going and reading it because I didn't remember at all what I had just read. And I was like, ooh. And then, well, for whatever reason at that time, I couldn't even follow it, I graduated though. I did. Thank goodness. Now I read because I enjoy it. But my mom and dad were both avid readers. So I got my love of reading from my parents. They'd always, my dad loved the sci-fi and stuff like that. And my mom pretty much read everything from romance to sci-fi and everything, Oh, you're left-handed? Yeah, my grandson's left-handed. Funny enough. Only left-hander in the family. I told my dad, oh, LTT, is it your husband? Oh, no, she's driving to the ER. Oh, okay. All right, we're praying for you, LTT. Be careful. Oh, gosh, I hope it's not her husband. Oh, gosh. Yeah, punishment was taking away the book. Look, my mom used to say that. She goes, I wish somebody would just send me to my room. I mean, she said this, I swear, until she passed away. I wish somebody would send me to my room with my book. I'm in trouble. I'll sit in my room all day reading. Oh, they wanted to make you sweat. Yeah, see, I did. I told my daughter when we discovered that, pretty sure our grandson is left-handed. I said, don't ever allow anybody to make him change. And she just looked at me. She goes, heck no. If he's left-handed, he's left-handed. There's nothing wrong with that. I said, that's right. It's not anything wrong with that.
Had you noticed it before I did
What?
that he was left-handed?
Yeah, I noticed he kept doing a lot with his left, but
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really ready to say he was left-handed because he's, at that age, he could still be ambidextrous. But when you said it, I said, okay, I think he is.
Yeah, I'm left-handed, and I'm like, that boy's left-handed.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
watch what hand he uses with that spoon and throws the ball, and he's left-handed.
Yeah, he throws really good with his right, and he'll eat with his right sometimes, but the main one is his left one.
Mm-hmm.
And he throws a mean ball with the left one.
Yes, he
Mhm.
does.
Yeah. Well, Liza's daughter's ambidextrous. See. Well, see, we had this girl. I'll never forget her. It was Jessica. I remember her last name. It's when we lived in Virginia, out at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Lived out in the country out there, and they lived down the road from us. And she would always write with her right hand, and it had the worst handwriting. I mean, she was always getting in trouble for her handwriting. It was sad. And she ended up breaking her right hand. And we were in 5th grade. She broke her right hand. Well, she had to write with her left hand.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, she had the most beautiful penmanship. And I remember the teacher looked at her and she said, oh, honey, you're left-handed. You should have been writing with your left hand this whole time. And they made her write with her right hand when she was little.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was
I
horrible.
can't imagine.
I know. So she was in trouble using her left hand, but then she got in trouble because she had bad penmanship. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. That's
That was
horrible.
bad. Oh. And you got suspended for trying to go outside? Uh-oh. Mm. Oh, Sassy, you got 2 left-handed and 2 right. Well, all my kids are right-handed. Every last one of them. But my grandson,
Yeah.
he's lefty.
Mine are too.
Yeah.
It's just me, and I have one aunt that are left-handed. Everybody else is right-handed.
Mm. Oh, I didn't know that. Stars? Do they really? She said the Greeks believe you if you write with your left hand, you're evil.
Oh well, there you go.
Oh, stars. It's easy, you know. Some people mix up rebuttal and rebuttal.
Oh,
You were on the right track, though. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. You well, probably because you were thinking writing with your left and your right hand. Yeah, yeah, I can connect the dots on that one. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think that kids are getting more of a fair shake when they're diagnosed with the ADD and ADHD. Maybe not completely, but somewhat better. And I know my 12-year-old, they've had to be extremely patient with him. He's got a lot of things that he does. And then my 8-year-old, he does too, which they get it, you know. But one of the things the school does do is they kind of push for him to be on medication. And we tried my 8-year-old, and it did not turn out good.
mm-mm.
We had a very rough 2 weeks. And my husband was the one who said, "It's the medicine. Do not give it to him anymore." And I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't think of that." And
Right.
and the school was still like, "Well, he needs to be on something." I'm like, well, no, he doesn't. You're gonna have to work with him on it. You know, like you're gonna have to figure something out because I'm not doing this to my kid. You know,
Right.
it was not okay. I better you coffee him up then. Ah, yeah. See, Eliza, the right hand. You got to give them your tools that they need, man. Come on, don't make them sit there and. They need to get a little bit more proficient with that. I think. Oh, hey, Amanda. Yeah, sassy. That's what Ruby Frank did right there. That was another thing that was horrible. That was just terrifying to me. And she told her teacher not to give her anything. She had to learn her lesson. Excuse me? She's 6 years old. Why didn't you pack her lunch? Why didn't you make sure she had it in her hand when she walked out the door? She's not grown. But that's the one. She had ADHD and the mom didn't want to believe it that, they needed to pray about it and she wasn't walking in the path of the Lord enough, Yeah. Yeah. She's 6 years old as a baby. My gosh. Did you give her the keys? Let her drive herself to work. Maybe she can drive to McDonald's during lunchtime or something. She said, well, maybe if she's hungry, she'll remember the next time. She'll remember not to forget her lunch. Like, Ruby ever forget anything as a grown adult? Give me a break. I forget shit. I forget where I put my stuff down at. I can't even tell you how many times I walk around the house trying to
Looking
remember
for
where I
her
put my phone.
coffee, and her
My
coffee's
coffee.
always in the microwave.
I know, my coffee, my phone. I'm always forgetting. I'm always, 6-year-old, I don't expect much from a 6-year-old. What I can do though is I can ask my kids where I put something and they'll know every time.
Yep.
They don't keep track of their stuff all the time, but they keep track of mine.
This is true.
Yeah, but I definitely wouldn't have scolded her for forgetting her lunch at 6 years old. I don't know. That poor baby. Diagnosed her with ADHD and the mama just went against it. Didn't take that, would not accept that. Sorry, there's nothing for you to accept. You need to learn how to deal with it and how to work with it and teach her how to work with it and things that you can do. There's always tricks to the trade, right? Yeah, sassy. It makes you wonder, don't it? She did a lot of things that were just, I don't know. It was so sad. Really sad. I know. Exactly. He wanted to turn himself in. I was like, oh my God. And they had to really work with him because, he still thinks it's his fault. He's going to have to do some intense therapy. Yep. That's the one. They thought she was a little boy because they buzzed her hair off. Mm-hmm. That they were bad and they did this and that. And that's why they could. She'd have him not eat for days on end. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Not eating for days. Oh, it's bad. It was horrible. I hope they're okay now, that they're, getting the help that they need. Because that's some serious, serious counseling. He was ready to turn himself into the police. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that man was traumatized. It was. Mm. And how thin they were. Even on camera, you look bigger on camera. The camera adds 10 pounds or whatever, and you saw how thin they were. They weren't thin like that before. I don't know if the dad got them or not. I haven't heard. I know the sister was trying to get them. She honestly would probably be the best option for the kids. She probably would be. Because the dad went right along with that crap. Didn't say, he went along with too much. Well, the oldest son is over 18 now. It would be nice if Ruby got some intense therapy. She got, mm-mm-mm. She was already borderline cray-cray, I think. And then when she got into that cult, I guess you could call it. Yeah, I hope they did. She was the best option right there. And she doesn't expect as much, And it's sad because she was kind of she stepped away. Like she broke off from her family and she was with her aunts and uncles and stuff all the time. The holidays and everything. And and she was doing a lot too to try and get the kids out of the situation. But she said they never listened to her. I think she called CPS quite a few times on the mama. Yeah, she was trying to. Yeah, they basically disowned her and yeah, I really do think she would be the better option for him. Well, we know the mama isn't, but I don't know. I guess if they didn't charge, so I don't understand they didn't charge the dad. He just walked away for a year because he thought he was doing the right. I don't know, y'all. My goodness. Yeah, retaliation. Yeah, they said she was evil. Whatever. She was the one taking care of him. You saw it in the videos. Y'all ever watched them? The youngest one, she was sick or she was trying to, what was it? She was trying to zip up her jacket or there was something she was trying to do. But the sister was the one always taking care of her because mom was like, she could do it herself. And she's still a baby. She wasn't even in school yet. She was little. Yeah, probably wash his hands of it and turn the, Gone the other direction, did whatever. And of course he says it's because that's what Ruby wanted. I'm like, so you would go a year and not see your kids, knowing there's issues with that? If it wasn't good for you because you knew there was issues, how would you not think there was issues for your children? I mean, she had him out there barefoot in the freaking desert picking up trash or whatever it was they were picking up. I don't know how much trash could have been out there, honestly. I mean, there was nobody out there. What? Oh, Lifetime is doing the Ruby Frank story this month. Ooh. Wow, okay. I didn't know that. Well, I had to look and see about that one, but not hard to follow. She was already strict, and then she went real overboard. She went overboard big time. And overboard enough that she's doing time. I mean, she would chain him up outside, tie him up outside, make him sleep outside and stuff in the desert. Why'd you make your kids sleep outside? That's just. And then he would try and get in the shade because she wouldn't. Yeah, she'd make him sit in the sun. And then he got in trouble because he sat there, got water from the water faucet outside from the hose. And then she mad at him for that. Lucky he didn't pass away of dehydration or something, It's a 26. Wow. I don't know. Ruby Frank story. I don't know. There's something there. Something. I'd venture to say she's got some mental illness of some kind. To do those kind of things to your children, your young babies. And the two older daughters, the twins, they weren't treated all that well either. When they went and found them, they were supposed to be helping clean. And all them adults there treated them kids like they were little slaves or something. Like that's a fun time for them to come clean your home. What the heck? Now, if they wanted to, some kids do like to clean and help out and stuff. It's fun, but I don't think so. Not in the way it was portrayed with them. It was crazy. The whole situation was just so sad. I remember the oldest boy in some of those vlogs that they did. He'd sit there, "Hey, turtle dove," and they'd sit there and say something. He'd roll his eyes. He knew it was messed up and wrong. And then the young one, she'd be sitting there crying, and they put that on camera, screaming, or because they're being bad. Well, they're a baby and they're crying. Well, they have emotions too. I don't know, but yeah. Anyhow, we just got off a tangent on that, huh? 8 passengers and ADHD issues. Give your kids a fair shake. Charlie girl, you eating your burger now? That's why you quiet.
I'm done. I'm all done.
Oh, okay. Oh, your granddaughter was made to do everyone's laundry at 9 years old? What? Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Look, Star says a burger sounds so good. You're going to have Stars going and eating a burger now. What was it? What did Stars? Weren't you last night eating your chicken lentil soup? You're a real hamburger. The dinner we did tonight was we did the baked chicken and the rice seasoned up and vegetables and salad. My grandson, he's so funny. He ate the rice and the veggies and he had a little bit of chicken, but wasn't too thrilled. But he was tearing up that salad, tearing it up. Oh, Turtle Dove, I'm sorry. She hasn't seen her grandbabies for 6 years. Mm. Uh, he was sitting there tearing up the Caesar salad. He likes the crunchy pieces. He's like, yeah, you got to have that crunchy pieces. I said, that's my boy right there. He was scarfing down. He's 2.5 years old, scarfing down salad. Mm. And it cracks me up because I got my 8-year-old. I swear he could be. He likes his burgers and his steak, but everything else is kind of you know. He's not real fond of chicken a whole lot. But for a while there, I really thought he could be a vegetarian easily. He likes the salad and cucumbers and veggies, and yeah, Caesar salad's one of our faves around here. Hmm. Everybody seems to like it. Besides taco salad, that's another fave. Maybe we'll do that next weekend, Charlie girl. Maybe I should make taco salad next weekend. Hmm. You falling asleep, Charlie girl? You ate your hamburger?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Cruising on to dreamland now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Frito pie. Yep, that's a fave too. Blue cheese wet. I like that, but I like it with ranch. And come on, 6 up. We'll do taco salads. I do like to do mine with Doritos though. Nacho Doritos. The kids like the ranch Doritos. They're okay. Oh yeah, taco salad. Oh, it's super easy. Super easy. And he never had a steak and won't eat one? Oh my goodness. Look, my 8-year-old, he tears up a steak. He has for a long time. He loves a good steak. He does like that. But he also sits there and, drinks ranch dressing at the restaurants too. Well, when he was a baby, he did. He'd sit in his high chair and you look over and he'd have that little container of ranch. He was drinking it. Like, they give me a cup of ranch. Thank you. Yeah, 6 up. I know. We always end up talking about food 6 up every time. Yeah, Catalina dressing. That's good too. You guys have a weekly Sassy Nos? We don't have it weekly, but we do have it probably once a month, I'd say. Ooh, DoorDash meal. Mm-hmm. We do taco night, and the kids like it because they do they'll eat their tacos and their soft tacos and then do salad. And boy, you can see some kids throw down some food, man. Oh, pizza and wings. That's a good one, Dre. Kids had pizza the other night. What was it? Oh, Friday night. Yeah. I don't know where he got it from because I came home, I had to drive that 4.5 hours home from work, and I came in the door. I was like, I'm hungry, and I could smell it. And he had put my pizza, had my pizza waiting for me. It was good. I should ask him where he got it though, because it was a cheese crust pizza, the stuffed crust pizza. Yeah, it does, Sassy Nos. You're right. It makes really good leftovers. Well, I say that as if we have enough leftovers after taco night. We call it Mexican night. They all know, ooh, we're having tacos, burritos, taco salad, Enchilada night, we just call it enchilada night. Tree, I've got, look, most of my kids will eat just about anything. My 12-year-old, he's a little pickier. And 12-year-old, my 8-year-old, two of them are real picky. Now, it's funny though, because the 8-year-old, he's one of the twins. His sister, she'll eat anything. Anything and everything. She was like, "Oh, this is good. I like it, Mom." I know you do, sweetie. So, you okay, Charlie girl? I think she done fall asleep. You fell asleep, Charlie girl?
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. You
I'm
all
here.
right?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
here.
I hope you're not trying to work on passing gas or anything.
I am. I'm concentrating really hard.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Well, you ready to shut it down? Or you got anything you want to say? What?
Nope. I ain't got a thing to say.
Right, Dree? You're taking the longest poo in history.
Not I.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go in there and get on my heating pad. Go lay down, relax a little bit.
Yeah.
I do got to go tomorrow and get some nylon thread, though. I got to go do that. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow because I got to leave for work tomorrow. So we'll see. All right, Charlie girl. Let's get ready to end this, y'all.
All right. Everybody have a good night.
And have a good night. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you. I don't know if we'll be able to pop on tomorrow or not. It depends on what time I get to the hotel. We'll see. All right. You guys have a great one. And remember, I think we're all touched with a little ADHD sometimes. I know I am. Take it easy on the kiddos, man. If they chew on an ink pen, it's okay. just tell them, let's not chew on that. Chew on some gum instead. All right. Y'all have a great night. We'll catch y'all later. Go get your burgers or whatever it is you're going to eat. Me, I'm going to heat up some more coffee. I'm going to lay on that heating pad and relax. Y'all have a great one. Catch you later.